What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrenchingwrecked. We are jamming away on all sorts of things in between trying to stay caught up with the normal workload because we got slammed again at the coating shop, but Daddy's mini bike's doing pretty well. We ended up, unfortunately, changing our mind about a few things. So the drum brake was not in the best of shape, so I ended up ordering a hydraulic disc for the rear. It will be run off the handlebars, but it's a 7/8 setup because it's Chinesium from Amazon. So I'll probably end up having to bore out the clamp to make that work if she keeps these bars. I think she's going to. And then we're gonna have to put a bracket in here somewhere as cleanly as possible without overly butchering the powder. So that'll be fun. But I thought there was a kit with everything. It didn't come with the rear sprocket, so I got a new sprocket on order, so that's gonna sit and wait. We got the ironhead, the 81, back up here and on, and semi in the frame. I have a bin of parts at my house that I need to bring over here. Haven't done that yet because I've been running around like crazy and keep forgetting. Then we get to this Fireball KZ. I have been jamming on this. I have not filmed any of it because we got the carbs off. I think I did film that. And I got the brakes off. I don't know if I filmed that. Got the pistons all out. These are all fresh coated. Okay, just a quick rush job on there. These are the pistons that I ordered from eBay, or calipers rather, because these two pistons are what I need. The rear was okay. That should be fine to go back together. The fronts were absolutely shot. Where did I put all of those? There's the rear. This will clean up just fine. That'll go back in. But the fronts, I don't know where I put the fronts. Oh, they gotta be in the box, right? No? Where the hell did I put the fronts for this? Maybe they're in the bottom of that box that I don't really want to tip over yet. So, I ended up having to replace the pistons. It was, I think, around 80 or 90 bucks for me to get new ones. I got new calipers, well, tear-off calipers with the hardware and mounting brackets and all of that for $65 shipped from eBay. Still more than I wanted to spend, but it is what it is. I got to fix the brakes. We also have the starter switch, and I also have the carbs disassembled, and these are pretty much cleaned out. Obviously, there's still some crud in the bowls. I didn't spend a ton of time on the bowls because these are usually going to clean up pretty good. Just kind of surface rust and residual bits. But the carbs and the internals of the carbs in here all went through a bath in the ultrasonic cleaner. So I think if I hook up the compressor, we can blow some air through here, make sure all these passages are free and open. I did not pull the mixture screws out yet. I gotta do a count on those, get a rough, I mean, we're gonna resync everything up anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I didn't pull the uppers, and I didn't pull the slides out, because those were all kind of working. As long as they're moving, we should be okay. Like this one's free, free, free. It looks like this one is a little more stuck than I want it to be. So we're gonna have to spurt some stuff in here and try and get this slide moving, but these ones are good. These ones are good. This one's good. Free and returning. One's locked up. So I'm probably just gonna end up soaking these and then keep spraying this down over the next couple days and see if I can get that to start moving, because I don't want to have to buy a rack of carbs. That would not be good for me. Because free bike is cool, but if I can't get stuff freed up and moving, it doesn't really do me any good. Wow, I thought I was spraying this the whole time. Sorry about that. How's my chin look? So we'll just let those kind of sit and soak for the next couple days. I was gonna try putting those carbs back together, but maybe we'll do one of the calipers today instead. Oh, I have the ultrasonic thing set up at work, so it's filled, ready to go. I actually do have to pull the carburetor off of the old tractor. I don't know if I sucked up a piece of gunk or something in there, but she starts, runs, and idles fine. It just does not want to take revs right now, and it's just breaking up when you add fuel. Was running fine until I just filled it up, so I'm guaranteeing I probably got a chunk of sand or dust or something, like a pebble maybe, I don't know. Not the best at cleaning all the gas cans out, so maybe we'll do that instead. Or maybe I'll just get the carb off. We'll see. I'll kind of see where the day goes. I don't have a ton of time up here, but I do want to get a couple things done. Tractor wins the battle. It's nice out, the sun's out. So we are going to start with this. Make sure that gas is off. I don't think I turned that off yet. Never done a carb on a tractor before. This is fun and new and exciting. I wonder if it's just that fuel filter too. It starts, like I said, it starts and runs. Let me turn the petcock off over on this side. It does start and run. I could show you, but I don't want to work on this once it's warmed up. So we'll pop this fuel line off first. Jerry, if you're watching, I apologize if I do any of this wrong, but this is how I learn. Come on now. I tried pouring some seafoam in here too. Didn't help. Which tells me we got an actual clog. The filter doesn't look the best. Man, who put this loader on here? It's directly in the way of what I need to be working on. There we go. Fuel line is off. Let the residual there drain off. And what else we got over here? I think it's just the intake tube. And then 2 bolts up top, buried under the manifold. Man, it's been pretty cold up here for the last long while. Just started warming up again, and these mosquitoes been up here all summer and they haven't been this bad, but now, I mean, I'm getting chewed up just sitting here. It's not even dusk yet. I don't know if you can see all the little gnats and skeeters flying around right now, but it's irritating. Almost like dropping hardware. Let me set these down so I don't lose them in the grass. Grass and gravel, the 2 places you don't want to drop things. Come on. Don't pull the stud. There we go. Oddly enough, I'm pretty sure you can still get all the parts for these right at Tractor Supply if I do need to order or get any gaskets and rebuild stuff. I didn't look at what the linkage stuff needs on the back side of this yet either. So hopefully I got enough room to wiggle this around after the fact. All right, there's that. What we got here? A little ball and another little ball. I think. Let go. There we go. Little spring ball clamp. There we go. 1 carburetor. It's filthy. All right, let me bring this in. I don't know if we're going to do a full teardown on this, but we will check once we get back in there because these bugs are terrible. Before we go too crazy on this, I do think I want to pop this fuel bowl off. So loosen that a little bit. Pop these oh, I didn't want to spill that on there. Yeah, we got some gunk in there too. Screen's not too bad, but we'll take a better look at this. I just wanted to get most of it drained. I know there's a drain down here too, but that's good enough to bring back into the shop. Ugh, friggin' bugs. Let's top this fuel line off. I don't know if it's totally necessary, but I know it's having fuel issues, so we'll pop this off. I'll throw that filter back together real quick here once we get done cleaning it. There's our fuel inlet. And then think this should stay with the bottom. This should stay with the top. I got a couple bolts up here, 4 screws. Okay. And then this should separate the body, maybe? Hopefully the linkages don't get in the way. Too shorts, too longs, it looks like. Three shorts. Alright, that wants to come off with the top, so we're going to carefully try and get the gasket up here. Got the floats. Should be fine. I guess we could have pulled the needle too. Guessing this is the clogged jet. Really cool if I had some brake fluid up here to blow through some of these passages, huh? Grab a smaller screwdriver. Let's pop that jet out and see if I can see on the inside of it. I'm guessing that's what the culprit is, but we'll find out together. So a little tiny guy here. Doesn't look too terrible, actually. Let's see how tight this is in here. It's not. So we'll pull the needle seat as well. How does this look? Not very good. Bottom of that was kind of clogged. It's clear now. Just that little bit of blowing through it. What else do we have here? And we can pull this. I'm going to have to retune it. Half, one. So they're about to turn out there. Come on. Needle's fine, it's just dirty on the outside. So all I gotta do is start blowing through some of these passages. That should be okay. I'll clear out these little bits too. What is this, like the Venturi or something? For this guy, and then looks like that might be our main, which is most likely also clogged. What is that, 3/8? Yes. Since it did idle okay, this should be the issue. Man, I was all set to tear this apart and go clean everything up, but honestly I think I'm just going to blow through it and try and get it back together instead of leaving that all jacked up. Okay. Doing the light trick here, just basically holding this up and trying to look through all the passages. Not the best, not the worst. You know what, screw it. I think what I'm going to do is bring all of these parts and use the ultrasonic cleaner one more time tomorrow. Why not? Use it if you got it, right? See how well it cleans up all this gummy stuff. I think that's a good idea. Especially being that it's already set up. If it wasn't set up, it'd be a different story, but that's the plan. So that's the end of this video. That's quick and easy. Now what do I do? Probably swap all the parts from the carbs over here. I'll just fill up this tray. This has turned into my carburetor parts bin. So I'll slide this off. Ooh. Exactly what I didn't want to happen. Make sure everything stays in here. Float bowls and everything else I can just kind of break clean or parts wash those. That won't be too bad, but I can put all the little delicates in here, set that up, and let it run all day while I'm at work. I know this cleaner doesn't necessarily like get all of the gunk and grime off that well, but it does clear out all these inner passages, which is my biggest concern at the moment. So we got the main jet, float, pilot, gasket can stay, rubber can stay, screen's okay, floats are fine, float needle's fine, jet needle's fine. So there we have it. There's our important parts. Set this up, slide this back on, cap it so I don't lose them, like that. Then we'll bring the bodies with and soak them and just see how that goes. One carburetor torn down. We'll put that together tomorrow afternoon. I don't know if I'll film it. I might just film going back on, but do everything I just did in reverse. All right, let me find something else to do. Next day. Yesterday we took the carbs apart and started putting some brake stuff together. So we got to finish one more caliper. I still need to order a rebuild. Apparently I didn't order a rebuild for the rear, but I want to start with the tractor, get this mobile again. So these have been sitting and cleaning. So they're in pretty good shape. We just got to finish the assembly of stuff. So I'll move the caliper bits out of the way, and then we'll kind of get set up right over here on this corner just for the rest of this carb rebuild. Hopefully I don't do anything wrong since I've never done one of these. But here's the bottom, here's our top. I had all this stuff apart. I rethreaded in the mixture screw. I don't know, mixture enrichener or something, kind of like a Bendix. Just like your main jet adjustment, maybe. I blew through all these passages. Everything is wide open and clear now. So we should be good for final reassembly. I do need to be semi-cognizant of the order of some of these bits. I need to find my float needle, which fell into the bottom of the box. There we go. That should be it. So, where do we start? We have the only other goofy bits. I'm going to drop our needle in with our float. Our float does have a little clip here. Should have a clip. Maybe not. Thought it had a clip. It doesn't. So I lied. But we didn't bend the tab on this at all, so this should just slide right back in. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So we have a float again. Now, the only part that I was stuck on, not stuck, but this drops into there. And then the gasket goes on over that. I'm hoping we're okay reusing the gasket. I think this goes through the gasket. Maybe? Which way did that go? Well, that's not going to clear that. There's no way. So to me, this has to go over this Venturi. There we go. That. And this shoot. How the hell's this gasket go in here? What's the order? The floats have to go in. Ah, no. Floats need to hit the bottom, so this has to go on the top, which means that's going to sit in there like that. I gotta pull this. There we go. I knew I was going to get the order messed up on one of these. That makes a little more sense. Then our float goes in, then our pin. Like that. Now this will drop in together. Just like that. Make sure this needle goes into where it's supposed to. Like so. And we can just put our screws back in. There's one long one. I don't remember which one it was. That's a shorty, that's a shorty. I'm guessing this probably goes over here. Maybe. Let's start with one, then we'll work our way around. It's got to go there. Long one goes on one of these two. We'll find out. Got a 50-50 shot here. Nope, not that one. Bottomed out. Which means that'll go there. Hopefully. Otherwise I messed something major up, but it's two different sizes on each one of these. Come on. Really? Come on. Why? There's only 4 bolts here. This shouldn't be complicated. Why is this bottoming out now? Am I missing a piece? Can't be. Wouldn't make sense to have the long one go through the shortest part of the carb. What did we do here? It's a shorty. It must have. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. I'm just an idiot. I was thinking the long one was too long for this, but this has a huge casting over here. So live and learn. Makes that much more obvious looking at it now. I just didn't think that that would be the case. Alright. 4 screws. That's it. 1 gasket. Then the little fuel screen bowl filter sits on the other side. I don't know where this screw needs to be. Should have checked that, but we're going to go seated. 1, 2, 3. Should have checked that. Okay, then our fuel screen goes over here off of this thing. A little bit of cardboard box on here. We have our gasket. Then we have our float bowl. And then like that. And this is just a thumb screw that pushes this up, holds tension on this against the gasket. And then, which way did our fuel deal go? It sits on the carb this way, so I'm guessing this went this way. No, line was in the back. 180 out. Like this. I think the line was in the back. We'll find out when we get out there. What do I need? 1/2 inch, 7/16, 9/16. All the standards. So let me grab some tools and we'll go out there. Hopefully the bugs aren't as bad today. Got so many mosquito bites this morning. Well, woke up with so many mosquito bites this morning. Field trip. Yep, mosquitoes are just as bad. So I'm going to snug down this filter first, roughly where I think it needs to be. Like that. I got to take these nuts off and the washers. And then let's set these linkages on here real quick. It looks like I lost a little spring on this side, so let me make sure that goes back on there. Oh, they're spring loaded. It's kind of neat. Where's my other linkage? That. I'll get this guy up here. Try and see if I can get one of these started. God, these friggin' mosquitoes. It's not even dusk. Getting chewed up over here. This is terrible. It's a beautiful day, but god damn. Oh, they're swarming. They are swarming. I don't want to put bug spray on this early. I hate bug spray. Look at that. Little bugger. All right. Okay, then we should just have a fuel line left. I know we gotta snug those up, but now you guys are in my way. Well, that doesn't help you. Okay, then our fuel line comes over and on down here. Might have been a good idea to thread this in first, actually. Taking this off just because it's easier to get the fuel line in, and then wrestle the line where it needs to go. Like that. Now we got a couple threads. See how much easier that is? I hate fighting fuel line things, or trying to get them started, rather. Not fighting them, but that initial trying to get them started is terrible. And this thing's been leaking a little bit of gas for quite a while, so hopefully this will fix it. Huh? Oh, you're fine. What? Alright, now we just gotta snug up those top two for the carb. Then we can turn the gas on. I know there's supposed to be a clamp on this air intake tube, but that's just not gonna happen. Alright. Turn the gas on. Over here. See how many leaks we have. The bowl's filled up. Should have brought a screwdriver out here. Intake goes back on here. Oh, came loose up top. Just like that. Let me grab a screwdriver because we're gonna have to tune some stuff. Okay. No leaks yet. I don't know where we're at on any of these screws. Neutral, key on. It's no choke. That at 1.5 out. And this one, I actually don't know what this does. Taking throttle better. We didn't mess with the idle speed adjustment, so that shouldn't need to change at all. I think that sounds okay. Okay, so it doesn't like that. Let's go half, 1, half, 2. Try that one more time. just adjusting both of these, so. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set it to where it sounds happiest. Somebody correct me in the comments if I got no idea what I'm doing. But we're up to temp. Seems to be running all right, starting all right. I think we should be okay. There we go. Tractor carb back installed, running again. I know we could take it for a drive, but I don't need to because somebody's dropping a car off. And I don't want to have this in the way when they get here. So we'll catch you on the next one.